So welcome to this Your Own University Masterclass. My name is Antique Alicia, and I'm going to be leading your class today. I speak fast because, well, I'm really excited about everything that I teach. This is one of my favorite classes. Energy anatomy is something that I've been passionate about since I was in my teens, really early teens, before my teens. It's been something I've been studying and researching and diving deep into, and it's a way that I work with people who have walked through a trauma or have a nagging block in their life to transform it really fast, and why I've been deemed the trauma transformer. So I'm going to give you as much goods in this system for yourself today so you can walk away with more confidence about how to manage your energy and feel really great about putting your best foot forward into the world. So let's get started. If you join late, then feel free to message me and ask questions about this class I'm going to put on slideshow, in the Your Own University group on Facebook, or you can just email me. Just respond to an email. Most of those get to me right away. So you are in the right place if you are here for the Masterclass Everything is Energy. We're going to go over understanding your vibration and the vibrations of others, how to shift and feel great, and tuning in and turning on. All very, very important. So this has been talked about a lot in the last couple years, more so than any time before, I think, in my history at least, because of the popularity of manifestation and the law of attraction and how to utilize our energy. So we're going to go into a bit of that, but I'm also going to teach you what I've learned over the years through studying in depth. I'm even part of my master's program is writing a book comparing the Yoga Sutras to biblical truths. So I have really picked apart the science of yoga and yogic principles that are thought to be 5,000 years old, and I've married them with what we know today in how kinesiology works and the chakra systems work, as well as things like acupressure and acupuncture and Reiki. Now, I am no acupuncturist and acupressurist, but I am a Reiki master, and I have been teaching yoga for 20 years, a little over 20 years. So this is something that I know a lot about. I'm going to try to really break it down. Yes. And so you got the chat going perfect. We have the chat here. So if you join, hopefully you'll see that chat and you can jump in the chat box. And we're going to dive right in. So if you have any questions, just put them in the chat box there. And if I don't get to them right away, we'll go back over them at the end of this class. So my intention for the class is really important. I love setting intentions, and I'll share more about why that is as we get through the class. But my intention is to share with you in a clear and easy way how to bring balance and understanding to your life through energy, really. I desire to both educate you, because I love to teach, and remind you, because all of this is kind of second nature, about your own essence and vibration, so that you can tune into your internal symphony, is what I call it, when you just feel like, yes, you're in it, you're in the groove, right? And believe me, I get off kilter too. I'm not always in my groove, but I have the tools to get myself back to that place, and to deal with the monk and the funk and the stuff that comes up that is natural, really, that when it gets in the way, so I can get back to my own internal symphony, so you can turn on your most brilliant life. And I want to do all of this to really help you manifest the life you desire to live, and live in your truth. Because when you're doing that, I believe that you are effective in the world, and we're all here to do our part, right? So when we're all doing it, it makes us just have a better life. And at Your Own University, we believe that that's the most important thing, is that you're doing you and you're doing you amazingly. So today I'm going to help you to get all the other stuff out of the way of it. So if you don't know me yet, here, I'll move the chat box a little bit. Those are my kids. So if you're new to your own university, new to me, if you're old and you've been here for a long time or work with me privately, sorry that you have to sit through this, but this is for those who don't know. I am the founder and the CEO of your own university. I get to work alongside and bring on some incredible coaches for your master classes and teachers and authors. But how I got there was a weird journey. So first and foremost, personally, I am a mother of two beautiful girls who test me and challenge me every single day. They are teenagers, and I'm learning a lot. I am adventurous. So I'm one of those girls, like, you're not going to hear me talking about Chanel this and whatever that, name brands, this and that. I think they're beautiful and wonderful and all of that jazz. However, I don't know them because I'm an adventurist. I'm a girl who's going to spend all of her money or extra cash on doing the next thing, from skydiving to zip lining to going on vacations and sailing and just doing things like that. I love to go out and do things. That's my sauce in life. I am a best-selling author. I am a published jazz singer, and I've been doing singing jazz. That was my first love in college, and I got cancer, and then I was sidetracked into doing all of this personal development and healing. So I've been deemed one of America's premier experts. That's me on the Meet the Expert show with Ariel Ford. And I have some certification programs that I've written, one for coaching and one for yoga. So, this is like, I've really taken this and I've taken it to the next level. So you're in good hands. And that's pretty much the point of this whole page. I want you to know, if you don't know me, that you are in excellent hands. You can listen and enjoy this. So let's just dive in. So energy is everything. From the little electron to the whole universe, it all looks like that cell, right? That atom, that's just that little molecule that breaks it down. Well, the other piece that we know is those little electrons, those little molecules, that is everything from the most solid of surfaces to our dynamic human anatomy to the universe at whole, even beyond Earth. What we know is, in between all of that is space, and in that space is actual vibration. And that's how now we're harnessing this in the real world, right? With the telephone and with the cell phones, with the radios and radio waves. But what you might not know is the work of David Hawking. So I started studying David Hawking's work 13, 14 years ago. A long time ago. Because when I had cancer, I knew I got in touch that my belief system, that my emotions, that my history was stored in my cellular memory. And I had to figure out how to release it, how to let go of it in order to heal my cancer, literally in order to save my life. And then that brought up my awareness of my actual thoughts and my belief systems, which made me think, well, where is this all coming from? And we'll get into more about that in a minute. And then that got me into recognizing my emotions and my emotional body. And so I started studying his work because it's amazing. So you can look him up. He has a lot of books and everything out there. He started testing through muscle testing, through kinesiology, which is now a science in its own right. Different attitudes, different emotions, and figuring out what wavelength that they actually held. So love is like 528. And above, right? Or like how we all want to feel. And then there's lower spectrums. And you can look them up. You can Google them. It's pretty friggin' amazing. But we have toxic stuff in our body. He started testing. Now they can hook you up to brain things, right? And they have little meters that test everything. And we have the technology now to actually prove it, where it shows that more like a heart monitor, but for emotion. So they can trigger an emotion, trigger a memory in somebody, and then see how quickly or how slowly it vibrates. So how quickly or how slowly it can transform or transmute in the world. So I utilize this energy awareness, this energy anatomy to help my clients, to help you here at your own university, utilize your energy to transform the lower realms of your being. And we'll talk about the aspects and realms of your being in a moment. So let me tie this all together. There's higher vibrations, which we all want to feel, but you know, it's not likely that we're going to feel that way all the time. And there's lower vibrations, which none of us want to feel. And usually we think, oh, we want to replace these lower vibrations with these higher vibrations by just covering it up with a Band-Aid. And that never works. So we're going to talk about today how to get from the lower vibration to the higher vibration. And if you've ever heard the saying, you have to go through it, that's really where we're going to go, is into acceptance. So you don't waste time, because these lower vibrations, they're just slower. And when we fight them, meaning want to fix, change them, make them wrong, make ourselves wrong, not want to feel them, trying to avoid them, trying to figure them out and cover them up, what it tends to do is brings our focus deeper into them, which actually makes them stronger. And the cycle of abuse, as I call it in my work, continues. So we're gonna kibosh that. So are you guys following? Sonia, are you following so far? Thank you for being here live. It helps me to just get feedback and know that what I'm putting out there is good. Yes, cool. All right, then we'll move on. So like I said, I've been studying yoga for many, many, many moons. And when I first got into yoga, I was like a kid. I wasn't like a kid. I was a kid. My mother taught yoga when I was small. So when we started doing energy anatomy, and I started studying energy anatomy and the chakra systems, I was literally 13 years old. The first time that I cognitively remember taking an interest in it. And we also started doing this music therapy, right? So as a survivor, I was put into therapy early, and I started doing this music therapy. And they would have me listen to this music, and it worked. It worked. Like, I would feel better. Now, it was years later that I understood it. And now you can get amazing apps and amazing things. You can go on YouTube, and you can find the energy that is going to send the vibration or surround you, and you can welcome that into your body. So let's just go through this really fast. There's a beautiful description on this side. You can look up frequency, music frequency, about 174 in the arpeggio scale, or not arpeggio, the arpeggio is the other one. It begins with an S. Oh my goodness. I could look it up. I'll figure it out. Anyway, but you can look it up on YouTube. It's there. Let's see. I love that we're live, right? Because then I can just look it up. Let's see if it tells it here. It doesn't say which scale it is. It's the original scale with 12 notes, okay? But anyway, it's 174. It's going to remove pain. Now, this is physical and mental pain. So you can play this if you're in physical pain and just have it in your house. I literally turn on these scales all the time. I have an app that I have no association with called the Pineal app. And it has all these different tunes, and I just turn it on my Sonos, and it plays through my house, and I let the vibration of this just surround me. So 285 influences your energy field, and we're going to talk about your energy field today more. 396 is liberation of guilt and fear. So guilt and fear and shame is in this range too. Surround you if you've ever been through abuse or anything like that, or just felt guilty about something, or felt like you couldn't get ahead in something, like this is a really great thing to put out there and just be like, clear it, let it go. 417 is facilitating change. Change is something that blocks a lot of people, fear of change. 528 is love. It's the frequency of love, but it's all RNA and DNA repair, right? So talk about owning your power and utilizing this to like really, really shift your body and your awareness. 639 is connection to understanding and relationships. So if you want to heal a relationship, this is a good one to just have around you, and just ask universe, ask your higher self, ask God, however you want to call that, just like, what do I do? And we'll get into how to do that in a minute. 741 is awaken to intuition. So this is like, do you want to know what you know? Right? Do you want to really tap in and know what you know, and develop that higher trust in yourself, really, in your own internal knowing? 741 is a good one to just infuse that into your life. Returning to spiritual order is a frequency of 852. And 963 is connecting with light and spirit. So this is really the connection of who you are. So all of these also are your different bodies, and we'll get into that in just a minute. So like I said, I was studying the chakra system for a long time, and then I moved to where I live now, and I found out that the chakras were horrible, evil, vicious, crazy things that would really hurt you. It was anti everything. Now, granted, I learned about the chakra systems from a Catholic, right? And in relation to the 7 sacraments. So to find out that they were this like evil was like, what? And so I was like, all right, I'm open to anything being dark, right? And the wool being pulled over my eyes. But it's my responsibility to figure out if it was or not. So I did my research. I dove in. This was 10 years ago. I dove in and I started doing my research on the chakra systems. And what I found out is it's all language. So in America, the chakra systems is called nerve bundles. And you can see how the bundles are aligned in the spine here. And they tie into the organs, and beautifully enough, they tie into the exact same organs that the chakras say that they manage. So when you work this system, when you work with your chakras, you're actually working with your nervous systems. Okay, and I say systems because it's all of the systems. Now there's 12 chakras, and we'll get into that in a minute. But there's 7 dynamic chakras that are talked a lot about in Eastern medicine, and in roundabout ways, but different language, in Western medicine. So the lower bundle is at the base of your spine, and it resonates with a red color. Now, in relation, it's your grounding, it is your heritage, it is your DNA, your RNA, it's issues of finance and security, right? And it's the base of your spine, that bundle that goes into your legs. Next is all around your elimination system and your creative center, or your creation center, your reproductive center, and it is your second chakra. It resonates with orange, and when you're working with that, you're really working with stepping into your own creator source. It ties with your family of origin, meaning your immediate family, mom, dad, and you, and whoever else was right there. And it is really around your sexuality, your sensuality, and how easily you let things go. So forgiveness is a big, big one here. Your third chakra is right in the middle. It pertains to your digestive system, right, and your your respiratory system, and your individuality. So who are you? Who are you in this world? How are you walking out in this world? Who do you choose to be in this world? Are you choosing to be who you want to be in this world, or have you let the world choose for you, right? And believe me, letting the world choose for you is much easier. Most people do this until we wake up, right? You guys are awake. I believe you're here because you're awake to want to be who you are, be in charge of your own life. And it's not an easy walk to do because we're trained, even as children, to do what our mommies and daddies tell us, right? To create what we're told to create, to be who we're told to be, to follow the traditions of our family. So the third chakra is when you're stepping in and out of this and saying, well, what do I agree with and what don't I agree with? And that's your digestive system. Next is your heart center. Your heart center marries those lower not frequencies, but lower chakras, right? Lower nerve bundles with your higher self. So this is where you've already claimed who you are in the world, and now you're just being. So this is your star, this is your light, this is your lymph system and your heart system and your circulatory system, right, is through your heart. So this is how you move and thrive in life. Your heart actually has more vibrational power than your brain does, right? So you have more transformational power by utilizing your heart center and your heart's truth than you ever would using your mental body, and we'll get to that more in a second. Your fifth chakra is around your throat, and there's secondary chakras on either side and here, okay, as well. We won't get to that today, but just so you know, like, we have secondary chakras in our physical body too, and yes, the nerve bundles are there as well. So the fifth most popular one is or of the popular chakras, excuse me, is in the throat. This is your thymus, your thyroid, your vocal cords. This is your willpower, your personal willpower. What do you will into the world? This is your what you speak, right? So this is what you spell into the world. Your words have power, and this is where they come from, as well as your will to live, which balances out your hormones, and how much will is put upon you. All right, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful here. And the fifth chakra and the third chakras counterbalance each other out. So if one's out of whack, the other one is going to most likely be out of whack too. And same goes for the sixth, which we'll get into in a second, and the second, and the crown and the root. So the sixth chakra is your third eye. This is your intuition. This is your knowingness. This is your mental body. This was your ability to create what you want to create or be subject to the creation of everything around you. A lot of times this chakra is turned off, especially when we are overeducated, meaning we are told what to think and we buy into it, and we fall prey to fear and those lower vibrations of fear, shame, and guilt, and control, right? And so when we're not thinking for ourselves, this gets shut down, as well as when we're doing things like drinking too much water that has fluoride in it, eating high fluoride foods, and there's multitudes of other things that calcify your pituitary gland that literally open up the third eye to your crown chakra. That is your own personal relationship with spirit. This isn't your soul. This is your own personal opening to spirit. This is you owning your crown, right, as a son or daughter of God, creation, you name it, and really listening to that highest knowing. Now, the eighth chakra right above is your external internal soul and your soul knowing, the part of you that is in direct ownership of listening to your Godhead. Okay, so it's right there in the eighth chakra, right above the crown. So the crown is actually on top of the head. It's where the yarmulke kind of sits, right? So God has that. Beautiful. So do you guys have any questions about this? Thank you who joined. Whoever just joined, you can chime in too. The chat box is up right here. Go ahead and ask questions, and then I'll move on if we're good. I'll just wait a second. Yay! I put Pacific Standard Time on there. If you're in Alaska, I put Pacific Standard Time because so many people are from all over the world, and Alaska time people get really confused at. I try to put both, but always make sure to check like what is behind it when we put out these. Okay, awesome, good. So we're gonna move on. Just joined, you can watch that in a second. Oh, all right, so like I said, I'm gonna move this over here. These are gonna be too little, but like I said, our body, our nerve bundles are tied in to our chakra systems, and our nerve bundles are tied directly into our organs and the systems of our bodies, right? So everything is connected. You can't separate anything. So to align and figure out what's out of whack, where you've given your power over, what needs to be healed, what needs to be paid attention to, and truly just accepted, you have a blueprint. You have your own unique blueprint, and it begins by you tuning into your body's wisdom. And then after that body's wisdom, which, you know, usually, unfortunately, when it comes to being out of balance, out of whack, it means that if you kind of have aches and pains and things are talking to you, and just paying attention there. Then the next thing that happens is you have genetic memory and mindset, and that's going to give you the power there. So then you go into the organs, into that system, and say, you know, are you mine? Are you everybody's? Where is that? And if you haven't experienced this yet, I did a masterclass in the mindset department, in my classroom in the mindset department last month that you might love to check out, because I go a little bit more into genetic memory. All right, then the next piece is the emotions, and there's a lot of studies done about the emotions and the organs. One book that I absolutely love, I did a book report about it in 6th grade, is by Louise Hay, the late Louise Hay, and she talks about just the body, how the body heals and what emotions are tied to it. But you can also just say, okay, this is how I'm feeling right now, and connect into that. The next is your astral body. This is your 6th sense. This is your intuitive awareness. This is your psychic skills, right there is there. Then you have the chakra system itself that you can do work in there and just clear, which we're going to go through in just a second. And all of that's going to lead you into your soul signature. Now, here's the best news, and we'll get into it next month in my next masterclass, so you'll want to stay tuned. But next month, I'm going to be talking about your soul and your soul signature specifically, and we'll do a whole class and a whole clearing on it, because you have your unique vibe, just like you have your unique thumbprint, just like your eyes are unique. You have your unique vibration that when you're in tune with your unique vibration, you're just healthy. I don't know how it happens, but it's happened in my life. I am a walking testament of it. When I get out of whack, I get cancer so fast. Like, I can't even tell you. But it goes away really fast too. And other things. And I get little signs, like I'll get weight gain, you know, thyroid and stuff will come out. So I get that body wisdom. I get negative thoughts and recurring thoughts that are a little bit different than memories or layers of stuff that I'm ready to release. My emotions can get whacked out and get super, super sensitive, especially to other people's things, because my 6th sense, my intuitive ability gets hyperactive, right? Then I know, okay, it's time to clear my chakras. It's time to tune into my own soul signature. So that's really, I want to help you. All these things are popping up now. I want to help you today to really tap into understanding how you tune in and kind of what can alert you to, oh, I need to tune in. Understanding that it's all tied together, and then connecting with ultimately your soul signature. So next month we can go even deeper. So if you have any questions on that, you can ask, but this was more just a thing. Okay, so I'm gonna just go over 12 high. This was a beautiful thing I found on Pinterest, and I was just like, yes. So the funky names here on the side, those are actually the names from the Yoga Sutra or the yogic tradition. The base chakra here, base root chakra, right, is red. The orange, the second chakra. The yellow is the solar plexus. The green is the heart chakra. The throat is blue. The indigo or purplish is the third eye. The ultraviolet is the crown. The 8th chakra is your spiritual skills, your divine nature, your soul. The next blue-green, the 9th chakra, is your soul blueprint. This is kind of the part of you that you can connect and tap into that and go, yes, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, and how to get it, right? The how is kind of there, is what I've been privy to. The next is the 10th chakra, your divine creativity. These are your natural skill points that have been with you through all time, space, dimension, and reality. The pink and orange is the 11th chakra. This is just an enlightenment. So when you tap in here, like people choose to go other ways, right? This is your psychic skills, advanced spiritual skills, teleportation. If you've ever read Yogananda's book, they talk about teleportation, how people could do this. Pretty freaking cool. And then, I'm not there yet. And then the 12th chakra, when you're utilizing that, when it's all open in there, you're open to the cosmos. And I think that we get flashes of each of these. From my training, from my experiences, we have like life cycles where we walk up the chakras and then we walk back down the chakras, and then we go a layer deeper or more enlightened into it, and we walk up the chakras again, and then we walk down the chakras again, interweaving, interconnecting, solidifying it all. I know for me, I'll go from times where I am so in tune with the universe, like really, I mean, I can't tell you, and definitely astral projecting, definitely this is kind of whacked out, but working with the cosmos, working in that level, really connected with my own self and my intuition, everything. And then boom, I'll be bounced right back down into my body, and I'll go through some sort of crisis, physical crisis, right? Whether it's physical in the world, like money, or something breaks in the house, or physical. And I'll have to integrate all that faith, that trust, that oneness that I learned, that I experienced in the 12th, 11th, 10th, and 9th realms of who I was, into the first, the base. And this is where things get really tricky. This is where Mother Teresa said, I was with God, I was talking to God, and then boom, he disappeared forevermore. And it's okay, because that experience was fine. I never felt that way again, but I was on my mission. She was on her mission by cultivating that through the lower 7 chakras with her experience and her wisdom of the 12th. So reading about the saints, I love St. Augustine. His books are really, really intense, like really, really, like you gotta kind of open up your mind to understand the wording and what he's talking about, but his wisdom is incredible. So all of St. Augustine's books can relate to this. Mother Teresa, Teresa of Avila, Little Teresa, all talk about, and Jesus even, all talk about this awareness of oneness, openness, divine calling, understanding themselves is beyond the spiritual realm, integrating their skills and their mastery, working miracles, right? And then boom, they're laymen again. Not so special. And my teacher calls this the beautiful ordinary. And when I first went through this, to be transparent, oh my goodness, I did feel blessed. I felt called. I felt special, happy, joyous, in line, beautiful. I'm just tearing up because it was a beautiful experience. And when I bounced down into feeling so very root chakra, so very, very heavy, I was just devastated. And I started calling out and praying, how can I have control like I had? How can I manifest like I did? Why is this happening to me? What did I do? What did I do? Right? I went right into the root chakra blame game. Everybody has control thing. And I prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed. And finally, you know, when the student is ready, the teacher shows up. Finally, my teacher showed up. And she explained this phenomenon that happens. And she's like, you're enlightening more. It's okay. Integrate what you remember this time around into the base chakra. And I honestly have to say, like, that was the middle of last year. No. Yeah, of last year. So June. Okay, that was this last June. I had spent a year in what I call my purgatory. It wasn't the dark night of the soul. I've been there before. This was just purgatory. And she showed up. She explained everything to me. I was like, okay. And then I started with acceptance, working what I know about my journey up through the chakras and back down into my family, my heritage, everything that's related to the base chakra and the second chakra and the third chakra. And I'm here at the heart chakra, working in through the throat chakra at the moment, just integrating back up through this journey. And now I know, or can expect, like when I get to that place where I feel like, oh, I'm all in one and everything is bright and shiny and I can see literally the movement of energy and the plants and the grass outside, and it's a magical place, then I can be in acceptance of knowing that I might very well go right back down into the base and not be scared, like be okay there. So this is the journey of the enlightenment. Do you guys have any questions about that before we move on? We're almost through the teaching segment here. Oh, thank you. Let's see, 12:43. We're doing pretty good on time. Anything? So if you just joined, there is a chat box. All right, I'm not hearing anything, so I'm going to trust you guys got this. Or it triggered you. Out of love and light. Okay, let's talk about the bodies. Oh my goodness. So this is super, super fun. This is the best. I need to make my own. I need to figure out how to like draw these little lines and do everything. I need to just do it by hand because I'm a much better artist by hand than this. But this was given to me as in a great book that I have. And I'm here. So the 7 layers of your vibration. I have designed everything. This goes along with, so so my program, I have a program called Amazing You. And I work in 6 personal power zones. And I started working in the 6 personal power zones really from the start of the 5 elements and the 7 layers of our vibration of our truth. And then I found out that how I structured this when it was my yoga teacher training, or it still is, but when I was doing it as yoga, and even more now that it's coaching and everything incorporated, how I structured it actually builds the system back up just like the acupuncturist would in Eastern acupuncture, right? So in elemental acupuncture. So I had my friends who have their doctorates in acupuncture, like go through it. And they were like, oh my gosh, you know what you did? And I was like, no, I didn't. But I did it because I was following this wisdom. My foundation is this wisdom. I've been looking, and why we have so many chakras, I say we have, really 84 with 54 primary. I'm not quite sure how they got that, but pretty much everyone talks about 54 primary. And I think it's because of the 7 chakras. But we have different bodies, right? So when I talk in my classes, I talk about the physical body, which is also the etheric body, right? And we have the etheric body and mentally, which we'll get down into the etheric template body, which is different. So I'm going to explain that, and I'm going to explain it specifically for somebody on here who's ready for it, who I didn't want to get into it with text and I knew it was coming. So I'm going to explain that, but we have these other templates, right? And you are in charge of your own body, and all of your bodies work together, and all of them are just there. This is just how we run. And scientific proof is around all of them, and they can read it with the little gadgets at the hospital. They've been known throughout all times and history in Eastern medicine and Western medicine. They just name them different things, okay? So the first layer we can touch. This is kind of cool. Go ahead and touch your physical body. This is also called your etheric body for some people, because it's just like that energy right above this is the energy bodies, right? So right above your physical body your physical body is giving off an aura, right? An aura, for lack of a better word, or etheric. Okay, right there. All right, next is your emotional body. Now, when I teach, if you've been in my programs, I teach the mental body first because we're adults. Babies, you'll notice that babies will feel first, right? They're going to cry and feel emotion first before they mentalize it, right? Before they make decisions and belief systems and rationalize it. So you have your emotional body next, and then you have your mental body. Now, your mental body, when it comes to your vibrational field, creates states of being or judgments. So you have your emotions, and then you have your judgments. So if you've ever been through my EQ course or weeks 6 and 7 in the Amazing You program, then you know the template and everything about how you have feelings, how they relate to ways that we act, right, to typical actions, and then how they relate to states of being, which is your judgment about self, right? I am angry. I am happy. I am exuberant. I am having a fantastic day. I am hot and sweaty, right? Whatever your I ams are. That's here. That's the mental plane. Then you have your astral body. This is your 6th sense, right? This is your 6th sense. This is also the body that can astral travel. That is between worlds, where you're not quite associated with your etheric template body, which is your physical form minus the physical container, right? It's the physical knowingness of yourself, the etheric template body, which is out a little further. So that it's the knowingness of yourself and your ability to transpire in the astral plane, your ability to transpire in the mental plane, your ability to transpire in the emotional plane, and your ability to be in physical form. Okay, so ask any questions that you have to start putting them in there. And that's your etheric template. The astral body is aware that there is the mental, emotional, and physical bodies. It might even be aware of itself, which is the etheric body. But the astral body is your 6th sense, is your intuition, your empathic skills. It's also the part of you that raises above the body that they can measure when somebody passes, right? And sometimes people hang out in their astral body for a time. I believe this is purgatory. Or a part of purgatory, but that's just me using my mental body, right, to label it as something to make me emotionally feel better while I'm here in this physical form. So we can astral project, we can astral travel. This is where guides and beings, dark and light, we have the angels, we have the demons, we have all of this is in this astral field. This is the field that we come through before we enter in the mental body, the emotional body, and the etheric body. Yeah. So we have to master ourselves in these bodies, right? So I'm going to go back here just for a second. So we go through oops. No, this is where I want to be. Okay, so we go through all of these chakra things relating to our physical body, boom. Relating to our mental body, boom. Relating to our emotional body, boom. Relating to our mental body, boom. Relating to our astral body, boom. Then we become a little bit, well, I think this is when we label it enlightened, right? So then we are managing, right? We are managing all of our bodies, the awareness of all of these bodies in our etheric body, which is where I believe that you've been. Whoa, make you small again. In our etheric body, which can walk through walls, which can teleport, which can astral jump, which is the part of you that does a dream work, or what's it called? Why am I spacing out right now? Not astral dreaming, but when I control my dreams at night, right? You can control your dreams and like manipulate reality. Like that piece of you is totally there, and you're just connected. You are not your astral body. Lucid dreaming. Thank you. You are not your astral body. You are not your mental body. You are not your emotional body. You are not your physical body anymore. You are all of those connected in an astral, in your etheric template body, which means your template body has all of the dynamics of your etheric body. So somebody who has mastered their template body can astral travel, because they can literally, as you know, I've heard, never done it, never anything, just hearsay, just read about it, just read the books. They can literally manifest themselves through time, space, dimension, reality, and as themselves through all of these planes to wherever they want to be in the world, and then recalibrate into physical form. Pretty freaking cool. Okay, then that's not it though. Then we have our essential body. This is our angelic body, right? Or our demonic body. This is no, actually it's not our demonic body. I take that back. It's light. The essential body is our light body. A lot of people call it their light body. It's that place of all one. It's that place of manifesting, and it's that place of being one with the universe. It's that place with blessing other people. It is your light body. And then this casual body, I do believe, is one with all in all. I believe it's where we morph into oneness or samadhi, and that's how I've been taught. They call it something different here, but I've been taught this is where we are all one. So here's what, I know, is we go through a lesson plan in each of our bodies, and then we might do it again, right? I spent years playing in the astral field, mental field, emotional field, and physical field, right? Just how to overcome this, how to enjoy that, good and bad in all of them, right? The etheric template is self-mastery, and then we get into the light body where there is no more bad, and it's all good. So this is heaven on earth. And people that can and do live here with all 12 of their senses open, being able to, like, the lower isn't lower, right? It's a big friggin' lie that I hate, but you can't explain it, and people are warped, I think. The lower isn't lower. It's like, oh, I get to play here on this planet, and I get to learn how to master all these areas of myself. Because if you believe that there are other places in the universe that you also have life, you know, we are living in our etheric bodies over there. We don't have this physical form there. We might not have emotion or mentality there. We might not have those things. So this is one school of Earth school that we can learn all of this, or so they say, right? Just to be a little woo-woo. Okay, so tuning in and turning on. Yes, you are energy, and you are more than meets the eye. And so is everyone else around you. The hardest thing that I ever learned is I'm not special at all. I'm just aware, right? I'm aware, and I'm in charge of me. And by being in charge of me, I give hope. I give permission in a weird way. I give a light. I am a light for others around me to own their own selves, right? I think you are special. I think I'm just like hanging out. Thank you, though. You're special too, right? Or we're all special, right? We're all on this journey. We're all figuring it out, and we're all special. And as long as you're awake, and if you're here in this class, like, I totally believe that you're awake, you're here. So melding and mixing, right? Remember that outer auric field, all of those things, we meld and mix all of this. So you have external forces, you have genetic forces, and you have global forces, as well as astral forces, mixing in with your crap and into your bodies, unless you manage them, right? Unless you are aware of them, all the different layers of your essence, and you really actively clean house each and every day, right? Just like you're showering. It's just like a shower. And actually, what I'm about to teach you is great to do in the shower. I tend to do it laying in bed. I'll be honest with you. At night, in the morning, I tend to do it laying in bed. But that's because I hate getting out of bed. I could sleep. Well, no, I could just sit in bed and read books and like watch things all day long. But, you know, that's not my life. But when you're aware of managing your vibration in these different realms, and that you are really in charge. And also you can kind of figure out, well, where am I? Am I learning how to walk up the scale of my reality in the astral field right now? Awesome, right? As long as you know that, then you can honor everybody going on another field, right? Going on their path. And for me, it's like, oh, well, right now I am absolutely in my energetic body. I believe I'm totally and completely in my emotional body. I'm going up the scale, just figuring out how to manage all of this, and while taking care of my physical body, my mental body, my emotional body, and my astral body, without, like, I'm kind of over the school, right? And now I'm like, well, how do I integrate all of this into who I am so I can respect and love everybody? And where am I, right? Where am I in that? And I know right now, like when I ask myself, and we'll go through this, like I'm in my third chakra, I'm defining myself, I'm finding my own individuality, and I'm owning that, yeah, I can utilize the tools and the fun and the awareness and the gifts of having a relationship with my astral body and in my astral body, and travel and soul connection and all of that stuff, as well as manage my belief systems, my emotional body and my mental body and my physical body. Where am I doing this? Where am I not doing this? Where am I subject to other people's stuff? All of that. So there's this mixing and melding of energies constantly, right? Like constantly things are bombarding us, right? And so not being aware can be blissful, but now that you're here, you are aware, so you have a responsibility to do that. So I'm going to share with you today a technique I call tuning into your natural vibe. And then another technique to release mixed vibration with yours so you can turn on your natural essence. And when you turn on your natural essence, you should feel an actual turn on, right? You should feel whatever, you know, maybe it's a mental like, woohoo, maybe it's a physical, maybe like, I don't know, like however you get turned on in life when you know things are yes, like you should feel that. That's what you're looking for, right? It could be a feeling, emotion. It could be a thought and a belief system, a state of being. It could be a physical sensation of like arousal, all right? That's what we're actually looking for, because then you know you have your yes, and then you root and you ground into that yes. Right? Okay, so are you ready? Any questions before we move on? Yeah, mine is too. Yeah, I feel it there too. Like when I can feel my yoni, I'm like, woohoo! But I know not everybody is that way, especially if yours has been turned off, if you're listening to the replay and you don't have a connection there, maybe you've been hurt in some way and it's not healed or whatever, then that's okay. Like it's all right. You're going to feel your yes some way. It's going to feel light and expansive and kind of like, woohoo, right? Exciting. So that's what you're looking for. Beautiful. All right. So everyone here, we're going to feel it the same way. So that's what you guys are looking for. Any questions about this? Ooh. So we're going to see what this is. Now I'm going to guess just from reading. I don't see your name here. I'm going to guess iPhone that you're Carrie. Are you Carrie? Just from feeling your vibe. Okay, good. Now I know who I'm responding to. Okay, beautiful. So I want to invite you, if you haven't done this with me before, just follow along. You might see, sense, or feel something. You might not at all. It might just feel some darkness, some opening. It's okay. We're utilizing the physical body, so you might just go, I'm just open to this, right? And I'm physically going to be here and just open to this experience, and all you need to say is yes, and the energy will start to move. If you're in the physical realm, it might move really slow, right? Because we're solid, right? So that's okay. If you can mentally just say yes and be open and visualize, utilizing your imagination, literally your imagination, as Einstein says, the imagination is super powerful, right? So using your imagination to just tap into a yes, and you're just going to visualize or imagine what I'm explaining to you as we go into this. Next, you might just feel it. It might just be like a feeling, or you might hear some ringing in your ears. It might be a sixth sense. So if you're feeling it, if it's emotion, you might just feel emotion. If you get a dark vision, because a lot of people do this when they first do it, so that's why I'm saying it, is they just get blackness. Like nothing. And they label that blackness as wrong. And really it's not. It's just opening. You can put anything in there. It's the vast void. It's the vast void of beauty. So you can put anything in there, or you can just sit there and be like, yeah, like I have a blank slate. It is totally free and opening. I want to welcome you into that feeling and just say yes. Just continuously say yes to you. Really, truly, truly you. Next, you might feel it on your astral level, right? Which is confirmation, affirmation from the other side. And that's okay too, right? So you might see God, right? You might see the angels, you might see things, you might sense things that way, beyond you. And that's totally cool. And there, you might feel yourself as that being, right? So now you know that if you're there, you're just like, yep, I'm in, boom, it's all connected. Snap, snap, snap. And it's you doing it and you're here. Like Same thing as all the rest of them, right? Same thing. You're just utilizing your celestial body, that template body in your field. So those are the places you're just gonna hang out, right? Be where you are, because you're just in one of your bodies, and you're going to connect from that, and with the intention of marrying all of you, all of your vibrations, all of you. So first, just take your hands and rub them together. So it's a little different than I've done in some of my things. So rub them together so you feel that heat, right? And just recognize, oh, here's my physical body. Ooh, and you're developing heat. Label that heat with your mental mind and feel that heat. Then separate your hands just a little bit and feel the energy, the vibration between your hands. Then slowly opening up your hands and then press them back together, feeling that resistance and energy. And then as you get closer together, you're going to feel that heat again, right? That's your astral plane coming out, 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 feeling that heat, pressing it back together. So Tai Chi works with this a lot, right? They train you how to do this. This is you just working with your energy field. Pressing it back together. Lifting it out a little bit. And pressing it back together. Beautiful. Nice. Now I'm going to take your hands and press it like this. You're just going to tie your hands together. And I have nails, so I put, can you see my fingers? I put my nails like this now, and it's been working. I've never had nails before. I just cleared something massive and quit biting my nails after 40 years. I let myself be pissed off. Now I don't have to chew on myself. Anyway, so I'm learning again. So you can go like this. All right, so you're going to hold your hands like this, and you're going to pull. Now pull as hard as you can and make sure that you can like really hold tight, right? It's right there, right there, right there. Nice. Now, I would like you to think about yes, the word yes. Visualize yes. Yes, 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 and pull, pull, pull. Now I want you to think of the word no. No, 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 no. And for me, I pull apart. So when you are when you're turned on, you should have this. Now there's other ways to do it. So I'm going to stand up. I have heels on because, well, I feel more powerful in heels, so I'm wearing them. So I'm going to be super tall. But you can stand like this. Just stand. And you can say yes, 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 yes. And you can fall forward a little bit. No, 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 no. Oh, good, it worked. And I can fall back a little bit. That's another way to muscle test. You can also have somebody else muscle test you. So this is yes and no muscle test, just to see if you are turned on in your body. Now, there are days where my yeses go backwards and my no's go forward, right? That's when I know things have gotten a little wobbly. And so you can tap on your thymus right here. And you just tap in a circular motion one way and then the other. So that's one tool that you can use to get in contact with you. Any questions about that before we move on to the clearing? Because we're going to use that during the clearing a bit. One more thing that actually I use too, my throat is my guide. I can say yes, 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 and pull in the vibration of the energy yes. Remember, all words, all things, everything has an energy. So if you want the vibration of wealth, you pull it in. If you want the vibration of love, you call it in. Oftentimes we try to clear everything out. And that's great and dandy. I love clearing, but it's kind of perpetuating the problem. And I'm just coming to realize this. It's good to realize it, accept it, love it, heal it. But then we also can really just tune in. We kind of bypass that, because all light frequencies, all higher dimensional energies are going to illuminate the dark, right? So it's going to clear it anyway. So yes, 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 yes. Just feel if there's any tightness, any place in your physical body that you recognize you get a little tense. And then it feels more open, 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 open as you call in yes. And then you can see if it tenses up or gets compact. If you say no, 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 right? And we eliminate that. Good. So we're going to do some clearing. We're going to connect to the light. And what you're doing is you're truly connecting all the way up your chakras, right? This is your stair step to heaven. So intentionally now you can stair step to heaven all the way up. And then you can stair step back down, anchoring into Mama Earth, right? And then we're going to clear from the heart center, because the heart center, and we're going to add things in from the heart center, because the heart center is what is like a middle ground. It's a middle ground between your energy, right? Your energy, your more malleable bodies, your willpower, your third eye, your visualization, your connection to source, and direct connection to source, and your physical body, right? Your individuality here on this planet, your walk on this earth, what you're manifesting here, what you're creating here, what you're bringing into creation here, and your genetic line, right? And your connection to Mama Earth, right? And source here, okay? Our source. So, so we're just going to connect everything. Then we're going to come back into heart center. We're going to do a little bit of clearing in a little different way, right? Because we're going to clear the states of being. Now, these are common judgments that people have about that define them. So we're going to clear some of these states of being, and some popular ones with my clients. So hopefully it'll help with you. If you have any of your own, go ahead and type them in. And then we're going to add in some higher states of being, which is going to just really, 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 really boost all of this stuff anyway. So it's super, super, super cool. All right, so let's get started. So close your eyes. I'm so happy it's going away. Okay, so close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath. Just feel your physical body saying, yes, I am here. I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be in you. Thank you so much for being, my wisdom holder. Call back all of your thoughts and your intentions and your judgments into your own brain, into your own mind, so you can see, sense, or hear them clearly. Any place where you've been fighting feelings, not wanting to feel a certain way, not wanting to be a certain way, not wanting to, go ahead and call that back into you. All of into acceptance. Ending the war within yourself, emotionally. Just open to all your emotions, because they are now just blueprints, right? They're just maps. They're just the pathway to your heaven. And then for your astral body, call back all of your presence, essence, your energy that's just kind of floating out there on all levels, layers, steps of your being. All of you that's just out there, all of you that is just there, and anybody or anything else that you didn't directly consciously invite into your body, go ahead and just, with a blessing, send them on their merry way. You can invite them back consciously anytime. Owning your astral body. I'm just feeling your etheric template body. Just knowing that you are one with creation, owning your creative body. You are a creator. So any place where you've played the victim, any place where you've played the survivor, and all the ways that those have shown up in your life, just go ahead and just bless them. Say thank you for the school, for the lesson, send it back from which it came, and call back your whole power of, just being the master of your astral body, of your vibrational body, your emotional body, your mental body, your physical body, and all of your chakras. Tie into all of those. Remember, the chakras are the nervous system, and you have nervous systems through all those bodies. Connecting to your angelic self, your highest self, your most brilliant, blessed self, your high soul, whatever you want to call her or him. Go ahead and just connect there. Any place where you've denied this, go ahead and just bless it and say, oh my goodness, whew, send it on its way. No longer part of your mental, emotional, physical field. And welcome this connection to your highest self. You are a child of God, creator, source. And with that awareness, know that you are one with all. Just connect in with the body of you that is one with all time, space, dimension, and reality. As one with me, one with you. Nice. And with that awareness, go ahead and bring your attention back into your chakra field, into your field. And let's just connect from our crown chakra, opening up our crown chakra to let in that essence, that divine highway, connecting to your higher soul, all the way up through your chakras, all the way 300 plus feet up with God, opening up to heaven, that place where you go to pray. Just inviting the energy of yourself, your natural essence, back down through your bodies, through your fields, through your chakras, into your crown, for you to know and remember who you are, into your mind and your eyes and ears, giving you eyes to see and ears to hear your highest good. From divine awareness, to recognize the difference between the states of being and labels and mental mind, emotional body, physical body, astral body, an etheric template body or etheric body. And all the definitions of those, knowing which one is talking, where you're at in time and space, just resonating with your truth. You are all. You are all in all. All of it. Down through your throat, aligning your will with your highest will, and just knowing it. Right now that it's tied with your mind, just knowing it, open to that knowingness, the balance. Down through your shoulders, through your arms, embracing life, through your heart, just healing any heartbreak, any hard lessons, any place where you weren't in the flow of your life, feeling your flow, the right order, the natural order. Down through your stomach, any place where things have been hard to digest, inviting your natural essence to naturally just bring understanding, clarity, confidence, love, enlightenment, lighting it all up. Down through your guts, any place where you've played the victim, the survivor rather than the creator, where you've fallen for the tall tales of of Earth and humanity. Forgive yourself now, let it all go. Opening up at the base of your tailbone, there is a literal drain and faucet. Turn on that faucet to wash away any lower dimensional stuff for yourself. You don't have to fix it. You're just like returning it back to Mama Earth, and she recycles it. She's so stoked about it. And opening up that drain fully, pulling the plug off of it, letting it all go. Any place you've been trying to control everything, right? You've been fighting it, trying to control, forcing things, wanting things to change, not understanding things, playing small. Dissolve and resolve and transform and transmute that now with your natural essence. Down through your roots. In this light, so you can feel that turn on. Turning on your light, pulling out any weeds, any oldness, anything else that you've given power over your life, even if you gave power over your physical reality here. And just bring light to it. Transforming it into love, transforming it into light, transforming it into understanding, transforming it into being useful for your highest good. And then anchor down through your feet right into Mama Earth. In the center of Mama Earth, there's this beautiful energy where all that you need, you require for your divine essence, for your divine life is, this is your garden, your pool. It's like everything is provided for the birds, for the plants, for the animals. Everything is provided for you right here. Just going to accept that you're just you, right? It's okay to be ordinary. It's okay to be just you. You are magnificent and amazing and incredible just the way that you are. So any place where you've fought being ordinary, when you're seeking to be enlightened, or even seeking to be all-knowing, when you're seeking to be special, just know, oh, I already am all those things just naturally. Those are your natural bodies. You don't have to buy, sell, seek. You know, that's just who you are. Own it all now. And with this, just connecting to your natural stream and drink up from it. Go ahead and bring all this back up through Mama Earth, right into your temple, feeding every cell, every organ, every system, every layer, every depth, every awareness of your being. Sending all this natural essence straight back up to heaven and raining it right back down into your heart center, opening up your heart center. Just feel yourself as a big star. You are a star. Just radiate out through all of your bodies. And at the end of your body, where your reality bubble ends, there's a beautiful field. And you can thicken up this field so nobody else's stuff can get in here. Because we all deserve the right to our own space, right? When we own our own space, then we literally can fill up our space, then we can be more useful. So just feel that filling up. For me lately, I don't know if I have the right to teach this yet, but I'm not getting a no. So I've been taking down the mirrors and just pulling up love. Big, thick love that everyone just sees, feels, senses love. That's what I choose to be. And any place that I have chosen to be a mirror and play this human game, to be a mirror to people, to show them whatever they're not looking at, or to show them themselves. And oftentimes we don't see the best in ourselves. We don't know this stuff. So then we get angst from everybody, right? Because we're all lovingly being each other's soulmates, each other's mirrors. So any place where you've been doing this and you no longer want to throw each other's stuff back in each other's face to make school you know, harder. Dissolve and resolve and transform that, taking down all the mirrors if you so choose, and in its place, putting up light. Lots and lots of light. It can be blinding light, right? It can be blinding light. Somebody, and they'll just turn away and walk the other way. They might still get triggered. It's okay though. They won't think that you won't be accused of something different. It can be beautiful light, like a moth to a light, where it's feeding them, loving them, keeping them warm, right? And it can just be a light showing the way, whatever that is. It's thick though, and behind that is you and your natural essence. So any place where you have done the lower states of being, right? So here's some states of being that we have. And we're just going to clear today, bringing light to them. And we're going to clear the lower ones, the lower common things in the education here. So any place where you have been a total failure, where you have deemed yourself as a failure or a total failure, being a nothing, or being an object, being objectified. In any place that has shown up in your life and incorporated into any layer and depth of your being, from your physical all the way out to your true essence, your astral plane, which is the places it can show up, doesn't show up past that. These are all lower dimensions of total failure, being nothing, and being an object. Dissolve and resolve, transform and transmute and transcend them all now, and any and every way that it's shown up. Let them run down and release through your base chakra, through that lower realm, through your creative center, all the way out your body, to be recycled back into manure for Mama Earth. Any place where you have been pitiful, shameful, useless, a victim, or undeserving. Any place where you've said to yourself, I should be so ashamed, I'm useless, I'm a victim, I'm undeserving. And any way that it's shown up in your life, on all levels and layers, I am abused in all ways, forms, and shapes. Dissolve, resolve, transform, transmute, and transcend. All that that is. Just letting it all go. All vibrations on every level and layer and depth of your being. Now you understand the level and layer and depth of your being, right? You're clearing it all through all time, space, dimension, and reality. And just invite in your natural essence. Natural essence. Those are the lower realms. So we're going to go a little bit higher, clearing things that you're still associated with but might be trapping you, even though they sound good, right? So any place where your state of being has been angry, bored, content. Any place where your state of being has been anxiety, angry, bored, or content. Dissolve and resolve, transform, transmute, and transcend that and any and all forms of belief systems, states of being, physical manifestations of that, or any place that it's shown up in your life, meaning brought back to you through the astral field, because that's where we manifest from, right? We come from the astral field, and then it comes into our belief system, down into our emotional body, and boom, there it shows up physically. So we're just dissolve and resolve and transform and transmute all of that in every way we've been that in our lives. Any place where you have chosen to be enlightened. I know it sounds funny. The state of being of enlightenment, of enthusiastic, of cheerful, of always happy, of leader. And any way that it's shown up in your life to block or stagnate you, dissolve and resolve, transform, transmute, and transcend it through all time, space, dimension, and reality. And any place that you've shown up as survivor, dissolve and resolve, transform, transmute, and transcend. So expand your light out even more. So that light, right, that's thick, right, at your state of being that is all one, right? It's really thick there at the outskirts of you-ness, is shining out beyond this space, beyond this earth, all the way out, all the way back into the central sun in the middle of the galaxy, way, way out. So they might have shown up as actions, as things like that. Just go ahead and let them go. We are going to invite in some beautiful states of being. So we're going to invite in the state of being of creator. So inviting in, connecting to the light and the truth from below and from above and from all the ways that it's going to show up in your life around you, and people and places and things where you're seeing their light, you're seeing the example, you're feeling the vibration, you're recognizing it as being the creator, being a creator of your life. And any and every place that you're open to being a creator, welcome that into your body. In any place where you're still a little scared, a little fearful, a little bit questionable, in doubt, dissolve and resolve and transform and transmute that, and just ask, what would it take to have more creator energy, more power to create my destiny, more power to create in alignment with my own heart's desires. Bring it into my body and my essence now. We're going to invite happiness, the vibration of happiness into your life. In every way that happiness can show up into your life right now, and every way that happiness can show up into my life right now, I invite it into my life on every level and layer and depth of my being for all time, space, dimension, and reality, anchoring it into my state of being now. Every place that wealth can show up into my life now, being wealthy, having plenty, being secure, and all the meanings around it, through money, through friendships, through safety, through home, through abilities, and everything that's waiting to be awakened around that, just open up. Anything blocking it, dissolve and resolve and transform and transmute and transcend through all realities and depths of my being, for all time, space, dimension, and reality, anchoring it in there. So every place where I can invite being enlightened into my life in the positive way, where I just am, to be, I am enlightened, to be the light in others' lives, to be the light in my own life, and all the ways being the light in my own life can show up immediately and now. I'm open to it, inviting enlightenment into your life, inviting one with all into your life, inviting peace into your life, inviting worship into your life, inviting fun into your life, inviting powerful action into your life, inviting exhilaration and turn on into your life, inviting enthusiasm about what you are creating into your life, inviting joy into your life, inviting the frequency of love into your life, and everything that they are as your personal blueprints and anything else that you desire in your life, inviting it in to be clear of what you desire into your life more so than what you want to move out. And so it is. Just expand, expand, expand. So if this feels like a lot of energy, it is. So just expand out further, further into the galaxy, further, 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 further out. Expand your light. It's going to get less and less intense. If you're feeling it in your head, I'm feeling a little pressure in my upper skull. You can kind of push on your upper skull there, whoever's feeling this. Opening up your mind's eye, opening up your pituitary back there. Opening for more light in your life that comes through your pituitary. Beautiful. Whew. Yes. Some people are calling this your crystalline figure. So you're opening that up, right? To be an embodiment of your astral template, living consciously inside a physical body, right? Completely as one. You're doing a beautiful job. All right, whenever you're ready, just take a deep breath, and so it is, or amen. Feel that opening, anchoring it all the way down, anchor it all the way up, and then plug, turn off your faucet, drain, put that plug back in your drain so you don't lose all your energy, right? You can always open it up at any time. You can invite all of this in at any time. So that is it. Do you have any questions, comments? What are you experiencing right now? Whew, the light's in my eyes. Good job. You're welcome. Yay, I feel fantastic. Beautiful. So those of you in the masterclass listening afterwards, you can feel free to just message me, comment, since I am CEO, I'm the one that gets these. And we'll do more. You can do this practice each and every day. It doesn't have to take that long. But what I do to just get tuned in and turn on is I just connect with that natural essence. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to clean anything out. You just are. So inviting that I am in and dismissing anything that is not of you or is not you, right? Anything, anyone, and just dismissing them out. We all get them each and every day because ultimately, right, at the very end of it all, we're all one. And then, and just invite in the light that you desire. If you feel like you want a clearing, you can just open that drain and faucet and clear away the stuff. And I like going right to those natural essences, those deep belief systems or judgments that I've had about myself or my clients have about themselves, and just shifting it. And then go ahead and invite in what you want, right? The light that you want into your life. And because you want what's in your heart's desire. And it's okay if it changes all the time. It's all right. Okay, so that is the experience. That's the class for today. We did a ton of stuff. If you want to know more about working with me privately, I work with people privately. I also have 2 training coaching programs here at Your Own University, one certifying yoga teachers and the other certifying people to do the 6 personal power zone trauma transformation and coach with other people. Both of them are nationally certified. And privately, I have the Amazing You program. But other than that, I just want to thank you so much for being members at Your Own University, for taking all of our master classes. We have great master classes coming up. More and more teachers are joining, more and more students are joining. If you want to be a brand ambassador, we have the Success Club, where when you share us, when you share Your Own University, I get to press an awesome button each month and send you a sweet commission. And that fills me up. So you can learn more about that in collaboration when you visit our website. Talk to you soon, and let me know if you have any more questions. Turn the mirror off. Yeah, that's huge. I just got invited to do that, and I was like, oh, it totally came from source, from spirit. So you guys are actually the first to know about that technique. I'd love to see if it makes any shifts in your life. I know it definitely has in mine already. So keep me posted on that. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for joining. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.